What's up, guys? Look who's back. It's us here on the NFL Cymru Podcast. We took a few weeks off, a few weeks hiatus, as they say in the USA. Guto, rather selfishly, I think, decided to move house in the meantime. And no, to be fair, it's lovely to have him back. And although, it's still a work in process for both of us, if I'm honest with you, because I've been driving across the country because it's coming towards the end of the football season here in Wales as well and the UK. So things have been rather manic, but we had to jump back it up because 2 weeks tomorrow is the 2026 NFL draft held in Las Vegas. And obviously we can't wait. So we're going to delve more into that. Maybe not tonight. This is going to be a rather shorter one tonight, just to kind of introduce ourselves once again. And just for you, for those of you who were rather concerned out there, to say, yes, we are alive and we're back and we're excited to be back as well. Guto, congrats on the new house. How are things going with the move?
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Me and my beautiful partner Sophie, we decided to move to a house. Lovely house, great neighbourhood, and yeah, we're very excited. We love the place to bits. Our family's very happy as well. So yeah, it's been a great couple of days. Been a very busy few weeks for us. So apologies for myself that I haven't had time to make a podcast for you guys. But we're here now. We want to do a quick episode before next week. Next week will be a special episode. We'll be doing a mock draft, which is just 2 weeks away, which I only just noticed a couple of hours before we started recording this episode. So yes, we're back just in time for that. But yeah, it's great to be back recording on the pod, and we'll be more active on the socials as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, even though, we did take some time off, you were still very, very active with the socials because obviously it was kind of coming towards the end of the first wave of free agency, going into kind of more setting up with the draft, as you were saying. And another thing, Guto, is kind of crazy that during that, 3 weeks that we took off, we actually managed to see each other in the flesh as well. Wasn't for long. Yeah. It was during the international break for Wales, and I think we should stop right there with that. We won't go any further. It was lovely to see you and to meet your dad in the flesh as well. That was really, really nice. Yeah. You were down with your dad for the Wales Northern Ireland game. Yeah, we don't need to delve into that because it was probably one of the most depressing 7 to 10 days for us Welsh football fans. But anyway, we're talking about American football this evening. Guto, before we I really want to I want to know what your views are about the top 10, top 15 prospects in the upcoming draft. We're going to be talking about some of the teams or some of the players rather that have kind of caught our eye this evening, or potentially are kind of looking up or going under the radar, potentially falling, because that seems to happen every single year. One player that was destined to be top 5 2 weeks ago potentially could be out of even the top 10, top 15. It just kind of things surface, injuries, past behavioural problems. So many things have happened in the past. So yeah, we're going to talk about some draft talk in a couple of minutes. But Guto, I just wanted to, just before the main news, basically in the last couple of days, I believe it was out either beginning of this week or beginning of last week, involved one former Atlanta Falcon quarterback. And he's done it again, Guto. Although I wasn't expecting Mr. Kirk Cousins to land with the Las Vegas Raiders. Did you?
Not really, but to be honest as well, Clint Kubiak did mention in a interview that he would like to add a veteran quarterback to the room. I wasn't expecting to be a veteran to be as of a caliber of Kirk Cousins. And by the way, Kirk Cousins' agent, he deserves a Hall of Fame ring himself, just by the deal that he's worked out with the Las Vegas Raiders. So we'll start off with, he's guaranteed $20 million in the year 2026, which also includes a club option for an extra 2 years, which will be worth $80 million. And in 5 years, that could be go up to $172 million. So whoever the agent is for Kirk Cousins, I'd like to give him my phone number myself just to work out the same sort of. It's for someone of Kirk Cousins' age, who's over 35, 36 now, to still be playing in that top level. It's crazy, really. I did not expect it whatsoever, but I am, as a former Falcon player, getting that it didn't work out for him, and yeah, I'm happy for him on a personal level. I do want to stick to that quarterback room talk just for a second because we are going to be talking about Fernando Mendoza, who is pretty likely going to be the number one pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. And there's a lot of speculations going on. Do you think, Dyfed, that Mendoza will be a week one starter for the Raiders and the regular season, or will they stick with Kirk Cousins?
You literally stole the words out of my mouth. I was just about to ask you that question as well. Do you know what? I like you said, this doesn't change anything in terms of Mendoza going at one, unless something ridiculously drastic. Well, no, nothing's going to happen. I mean, he's going to go one regardless, and I don't think Las Vegas are going to. Even if someone gives up a king's ransom, 3 or 4 first round picks, I think that's their guy. So he's going to go to Las Vegas. Um, to be honest with you, Guitar, this kind of makes me feel that either Clint Kubiak, who's done wonders with Sam Darnold, obviously, and you've got Tom Brady there as a minority owner, former quarterback, that this
Yeah,
potentially means that they're going to sit Mendoza for however long. Maybe it'll be half a season. It depends. I don't expect the Vegas Raiders to be a good side in 2026. I, 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 I mean, obviously, crazier things have happened, but I think they're going to be vastly improved. Um,
yeah,
but to be honest with you, unless Cousins suffers an injury in training camp or just before the regular season, I think he will start. See how things go.
yeah.
Ideally, I think they'd want to sit Mendoza for at least half a season, if not the first season. You've seen, this doesn't seem to happen anymore, Gito. Excuse me, because often you'd see first round QBs, sitting behind a prolific quarterback for at least a season. Mahomes did it. He sat behind Alex Smith, and then well, I mean, look, he took off in his second season, and I think this will probably be the same for Mendoza. As in, is that what you were thinking as well?
Yes, possibly so. And I'm going back to an interview from a couple of seasons ago when, after Tom Brady retired, and he did mention that he doesn't like seeing a first round pick going straight into the team. They want to grow and learn from other QBs first. So with Tom Brady at the helm there at the Raiders, we could literally see a similar situation there with Fernando Mendoza. I do want to stick to the Mendoza conversation just for a second because I've heard a lot of talk from pundits, especially over in America, CBS specifically. And I'm going to ask you this question as well. I know we're a little bit run on time here. Do you think that Mendoza is the best quarterback in this draft class? And do you see Ty Simpson breaking the first round?
Okay, he is by far the best quarterback in excuse me, in this NFL draft. He's proved well. He's a Heisman winner. He's
Yes.
proved that by winning the national championship that he's got grit. He's got determination. I think he's a leader. I think he's an alpha. He is okay. Put it this way: he's not the most talented quarterback in terms of he's got a decent arm. He's athletic as well. He's a big quarterback. Where I think that's going to be the norm from now on. And in terms of Ty Simpson, Gito, I know Ty Simpson has, oh my gosh, the hype around this guy, especially in the last week. Um, I've heard Ty Simpson being mocked, Gito, as high as definitely top 15.
Mm,
I think personally, a team will definitely get hungry, potentially at the mid to end first round. And
yeah.
I see so the Dolphins have 2 first round picks. Their second
Mm,
first round pick is at 30. I think that's an ideal spot for someone to jump in from the second round to grab Ty Simpson, especially he's there. So,
mm.
simple answer to your question, I think he will just squeeze into the first round. How high do you think he'll go?
I was thinking the same. I was thinking late first, maybe second round, definitely. A team I have in mind for Ty Simpson. This will be one of the biggest stories, especially in the top 2 rounds, I think. And it might be controversial depending on their quarterback situation. I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers picking him up. Obviously, with the situation with Aaron Rodgers, he'll probably have another year. Having someone like Ty Simpson to learn under him would mean a lot to him, especially same with Mendoza, with Kirk Cousins. I've heard a lot of talk that maybe the Cardinals will probably make a trade for him as well for another team who is high up, but because they have a top 5 pick, top 3 pick, I believe, as well. So those two teams I'll definitely be looking at, but keep an eye out on the Pittsburgh Steelers in the later rounds. In the first round, yeah.
The only other team the only other team potentially I would, because the Dolphins have 2 first-round picks. I believe the New York Jets also have 2 first-round picks. Desperately looking for a quarterback. I know they've got Geno. So their second first-round pick, I think, is either late teens or early 20s. I could see a world where he would go there as well.
Yeah.
He would pick up, and I think the Steelers are probably mid-20s in terms of their first round pick. So do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised, because, like I said, the hype around Ty Simpson has been absolutely ridiculous. I've heard a lot of mix in terms of reaction, in terms of his actual game itself. I think he's had some good moments. He crumbled in the playoffs. I'm not sure if that was the environment around him. But I think, especially on draft night, I think one team will either want to grab that opportunity. It reminds me of what happened with the Bears and Justin Fields, how they jumped up to get him as well, and maybe Lamar Jackson as well. A team are going to panic. So I'd definitely have one eye on the Jets, their second first round pick, like late teens, early 20s, most definitely.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting situation there. I want to quickly talk about the wide receiver rooms, and there's 2 wide receivers I'll be looking at as well. 2 wide receivers I'm really interested in, actually. Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana, and the second one from Arizona State, Jordan Tyson. These 2 wide receivers, if they don't get picked in the first round, then I don't know who it's going to be. Do you think the Miami Dolphins will pick a wide receiver?
Oh, Guto, we badly need wide receivers. The thing that I've been hearing more and more, Guto, is this is a deep draft for wide receivers. And the Dolphins, quite simply, have so much needs. We have so many gaps in our roster. I don't think, in terms of positional value, we can't go for a wide receiver at 11. We can't. If we do that, I'll be extremely disappointed. We have to go defense for me, or O-line. At 30, depends who's still there. A Cooper might still be there. Let's be honest. Tate, Lemon, and Jordan Tyson definitely won't be there at 30. So I'm looking at either someone like Omar Cooper Jr. or another one that I've heard been mocked to the Dolphins is KC Concepcion, which is a really, really cool name. So but then again, the Dolphins have an early second round pick as well, Gito. So I don't think they will go for a wide receiver in the first round. I genuinely don't. I think it's going to be either in an ideal world, Gito, they would have someone like Caleb Downs that would fall to them at 11, or one of the offensive linemen, if Ioane or Maunoga, or, let's be honest, Gito, the one that's falling for me quite drastically is Ruben Bain. Personally, I genuinely don't know if Ruben Bain was there at 11 for Miami, if I would pull the trigger or not, because all the talk has been about his small or short arms. They call him T-Rex man, which is quite harsh, because he was an absolute baller at the University of Miami. But a lot of people are thinking that because of his short arms, it's not going to translate, and he's going to struggle against bigger offensive linemen in the NFL, and his talents are not going to kind of translate into that, which is fascinating. But it's his talents and what he did in college is really, really hard to ignore. So if Caleb Downs and Ruben Bain was there, I would definitely pick Downs over Ruben Bain, even though the Dolphins badly need edge receivers as well. Edge rushers, sorry.
One more player I think we need to highlight here before we wrap this up, David, is Jeremiah Love, the running back for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. First of all, shout out to our good friend Conan Anwell from the Helmet and Fitio podcast. He went to the overtime tour with Neil Reynolds, Phoebe Schechter, and Jason Bell. He asked his very question to them, and fair play to him on that one. There was great content from Conan. Do we see Jeremiah Love break top 10?
No.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to.
Yeah, sorry, Guto. I think he's too much of a talent. I think, and listen, I had a chat with Canan actually, because he asked me, where do you think he go? Which team pulls the trigger, and how far do you think he goes? If before the Saints got Travis Etienne in free agency, I would have said the Saints most definitely would have pulled the trigger. They might pull the trigger with a wide receiver instead, but you didn't. The one that kind of I told Kit Canan that intrigues me is who picks up 5? The New York Giants. And I know they have Cam Scatterboo, but Cam Scatterboo is coming off a torn ACL. For some reason, I could see them there. They've got a solid defense.
Yeah.
They've got Malik Neighbors at wide receiver. If you put Jeremiah Love into the Giants, I think that is quite frightening for me. So I told him potentially he wouldn't fall outside of the top 5, because beyond that, so the Saints at 6. The only other potential getter would be the Bengals at 9. That's the other place that he would go. But potentially, I could see him as high as 5. What do you think?
Yeah, for some reason I was considering Washington Commanders as 7. But then again, it's a tough one to call, really. I'm looking at this mock draft here that was just that's just came through a few hours ago. This is from Rhett Lewis, who's one of the pundits. He's got Jeremiah Love going at number 4 for the Tennessee Titans. I think it's a little bit too early for him. I'm not so sure. New York Giants might be an interesting one, but I do hope they do stick with Cam Scatterboo. I think he's great. And hopefully he'll be fit and ready by the time the new season comes around as well. But maybe the Washington Commanders for me. If not, maybe go further down the draft. But that's another name that I'll be very interested in looking at in this draft as well.
Sorry, remind me, who picks at 8?
Number 8 is Kenan's own New Orleans Saints.
Oh, sorry. So who's at 6 then? Who's after the Giants?
So number 6 is the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, I could easily see him going there.
Yeah.
I could really see him going there. However, the Browns need a lot. The Browns are going to go offense. They need their defense are ready to go. So the Browns are either going to go Jeremiah Love or they're going to go O-line, because I know they've lost a lot of their O-linemen. So they might go Ioane or Moilaga or someone like that. So I don't know how far he falls. I'd be surprised. Oh, surely he can't slip out of the top 10 guitar. Personally, I don't think I've come across a mock draft where he falls out to the top 10. Have you?
No, I don't think I have. No. I've seen quite a few, and no, I haven't. Would have been surprised. It would have been interesting if Kenneth Walker didn't go to Kansas City, and then the Kansas City Chiefs pick him up at number 9. That would have been an interesting.
That would have been
an interesting pick.
That would have been really nice.
So
that's right.
We'll do our full mock draft episode next week, the week before the NFL draft. I think it will be interesting to do that. But David, should we play a little game?
Yeah, this is really, really
play a
good.
little game.
Go for
So
it.
we are going to build. Well, you're going to build first of all a 17-0 team. Okay. So the rule
Yeah.
is I'm going to spin the wheel in here. I'm not going to cheat. I'll try to get the wheel on the screen as I'm recording this as well. You
Okay.
get a quarterback, you get 2 wide receivers, a running back, a tight end. You get to pick one team for a whole defense, and you can pick a head coach as well. So I'm going to spin the wheel,
Head coach.
and whoever it
Okay.
lands on, I'll give you the team. You pick the player for the position, or the defense, or the coach. So the wheel is spinning.
Guto, sorry, before we start, this is very, very important. Do I have one default? Do I have one respin?
You can have a respin. Yes, you can have one respin.
Okay, one respin.
Right.
Okay, cool. Let's roll. Okay.
We start off with the Denver Broncos. Not a bad pick there. Not a bad start.
Sean Payton, head coach.
Payton, head coach.
I could have gone defense, Guto, but for me, give me Sean Payton, 100%.
I'm going to make a rule as well. Try not to use the same team twice in one team as well. I'm going to try and make that as well.
Okay.
The second team is the Dallas Cowboys.
CD Lamb.
CD.
Happy with that.
Great choice there.
So far, this is good.
Wheel is spinning again. I'm trying to get the wheel to spin faster, but it's just not meant.
That's all right, don't worry.
The Chargers.
Oh, Christ. Oh.
Do you go for Herbert?
I have to. I don't want anyone else. I don't want their defense. I don't fancy their wide. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. I'm going to have to go with her, but I'm not the biggest fan, as you know, Guto. But yeah, let's go.
All right, real spot.
Yeah.
This is a great game. This is a little bit tense.
This is intriguing. This is cool.
All right, here's a good one for you. Ooh, the San Francisco 49ers. It was going to land on Detroit Lions, but it went just slightly up to the 49ers. McCaffrey. MCC. Happy days.
Oh, this is pretty epic. I'm happy with this.
All right, who we got next? It's landed on the Broncos again. I'm going to have to give that a respin, David.
Okay.
That does not count. That's not fine. Count. That doesn't count as a one respin, by the way. So don't worry.
Okay.
We should have like elevator music here in the background while the wheel is spinning.
Yeah.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
So remind me, I've got tight end, defense, and wide receiver left. Yes. Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes. Defense, please. I'd say middle of the road defense. They were pretty good defense last year. So yeah, definitely, I'll take that. Yeah.
Well. So 2 more spots to go. Okay, this one's going to be interesting. You do have a respin. You've got the Tennessee Titans.
Oh. No, they haven't got any wide receivers, and they haven't got a decent tight end. Yeah, sorry, that's my respin. Yeah, has to be.
You get 1 respin.
Oh, this is rough.
The Saints, the New Orleans Saints.
Oh my God. Chris Olave.
I think you had to go with Olave. I think you had to.
I have to. I can't even name you who their tight end is. No idea.
Would be livid with you, and you're not going to believe who has landed on. Oh no!
Who?
I changed my mind. It went on Miami Dolphins, and then one tiny bit up. But you could make some damage with this one. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh God, who is their tight end? Is it Kyle Orton?
Bucks.
Oh God, I can't remember who their tight end is now.
I can show you. It is Cade Otton.
Cade Otton. Yeah. There we are. Cade Otton.
We go. So there's your 17.
I would have loved if it fell at Miami because I'm a big Greg Dulcich fan. But yeah, Cade Otton is fine. There we are. Okay.
It was a millimeter away from being a Dolphins.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're not going 17-0, Guto. We'll probably struggle to get to the playoffs, if I'm honest with you, with that squad. But yeah, that was fun. Sweet. Okay. Are you going to do it
I'll
now?
give it a go. Yes, I'm going to give it. I'm not going to cheat.
Go on.
The way the wheel is spinning, I'm not going to give you all the best teams. I'm going to be 100%.
Okay.
And I'm going to start off with the Chargers as well. So,
Okay.
who do I get for the Chargers? I'm going to go with the head coach. I'm going to go with the head coach
fair.
for the Chargers. John Harbaugh. That's the one.
Jim Harbaugh, sorry. Jim, not John. Jim
Harbaugh.
Yeah. Nah, decent. Do you know what? I was, for me, I would have gone either head coach or defense. So yeah, head coach is good.
Jordan Love from the Green Bay Packers. He's my quarterback.
Hey, nice.
Jordan Love.
Very nice.
Be fun to compare this in the end here.
Yeah.
So the next one for me. Oh, it just passed the Falcons. The Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to go with Jackson Smith.
Oh, get
and I'm not lying to you.
Come on.
I'm not lying to you. JSN. Jackson Smith.
Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Oh, Christ.
So I've got not bad so far. Jordan Love and JSN. Imagine that.
I'm getting destroyed.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I've got the Carolina Panthers. Do I go with Torrey McMillan?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Rookie of the year.
McMillan.
Yeah. Got to be done.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you can't go. You can't go with Bryce. Their defense, defense not great. Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
I'm happy with that one. The next one, I've got a running back, a defense, and a tight end to go, and I'm going to go with the. I could do a lot of damage here as well. The Philadelphia Eagles.
What? Eagles? Oh, good God!
I'm going to have to go with Saquon. I'm going to have to go.
Saquon.
I'm going to have to. Mr. Barkley himself.
You're building like, I don't know. You're building a super team here, literally.
And now we're on the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, perfect.
Who's the tight end? Who's the tight end again?
Tyler Warren.
That's the one. I get mixed up with Tyler Warren.
He's awesome as well.
Yeah, Tyler Warren.
Yeah, Tyler Warren.
I'm happy with that.
Wow.
And now I need a defense.
So his only defense left.
Defense. This is going to be.
Whose defense are you going to get?
So I'm going to have to give that a respin. It landed on the Green Bay Packers. So I'm going to have to give it.
Oh, that would have been unfair, Guto. Come on, Micah Parsons. Come on.
I'm going to give that a respin as well. And it's landed on the Green Bay Packers again. So I'm going to give that.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to have to give that one more respin. One more respin.
Go on then.
You're not going to believe it. It's landed on the Chargers, and I've already got Jim Harbaugh as my head coach. So we have to give this one more.
One last spin. Come on, Tennessee Titans. Come on.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah. Not bad,
So happy with my team. I promise you
I think it's easy to say that you've definitely won that one. You've won that round.
Yeah. No, that was a great game.
Oh, that's really fun. That's really fun to do. That's really good.
That was a good way to end there. So we'll try to do more of these things. Do some fun things here for the podcast and for our socials as well. Yeah. And we'll try to get involved as well.
Next week we're delving into the draft because by then it'll be just over a week before, and we're going to try and get some special guests on as well to kind of have a different view of things apart from a Dolphins and a Falcons supporter. Anyway, it's been really fun to be back. Really great to see you all, and like I said, sorry about this short stint here. We just wanted to kind of like test the waters and just so we're going to be delving right into the draft next week. We're going to kind of mainly talk about potentially the top 10, top 15, like I said, with myself and Guto, and hopefully some other members as well, some past members that you've definitely known or we've mentioned before. So I can't wait for next week. It's going to be really, really good. I'm gonna definitely kind of I'm gonna do my research in terms of mock drafts. We're gonna have so many mock drafts, Guto, between now and our episode in a week time as well. So things might change quite rapidly between now and then. So yeah, make sure that you catch this episode on YouTube. And like I said, Guto and myself will be back on socials. We're gonna be back active as ever because we're really excited for the 2026 NFL draft held in Las Vegas in 2 weeks' time tomorrow. So yeah, that's going to be the first round anyway. Then the second round on Friday, rounds 3 through 7 will be on Saturday. So yeah, lovely to be back. Guto, thank you so much for your time. Really enjoyed that last game at the end as well. Congratulations on the win. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll be back very, very soon. See you next week. Diolch yn fawr iawn.